Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Chandra's story. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you virtually through Health Issues in Diverse Populations, HLTH 3113. I hope that your summer is going really well so far. I'm going to do a few videos every week to check in on you. Also, I will set up a discussion board so that you can always check in and ask me questions. And we'll try to make this online experience as real life as possible. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Chandra Story. I have worked as a faculty member in health education and promotion in the College of Education for quite some time now. This is a course I developed based on my personal experiences and more professional experiences of having worked as a medical technologist in Idaho, Atlanta, Chicago, in a private lab, and having seen all these differences in terms of health among a wide variety of populations, from the elderly to the young to American Indians to Hispanic Latino populations to special interests involving women, and now also recent issues and considerations for LGBT populations. And so I have a real passion for public health and this whole idea of health disparities. There's a link to a video on your syllabus. So for the first week, you'll need to watch the only video lecture to learn about what public health is so that we're all on the same page, because I know that you all represent a wide variety of majors. And so very happy to have you during this 4-week period. Again, I'm always available. I'm also going to encourage you, it is mandatory that you post the introductory video. If you would like, if your phone is like mine, a smartphone, you can always do a video and then it will automatically upload to YouTube if you tell it to. So you can do that, and then I'll put a place on the discussion board for you to put your introductions to one another. Please respond to one or two of your peers, get to know them before we get deep into the discussion boards, which brings me to another topic. For this class, you don't have any exams, but you do have reflection papers once a week. You have a cultural profile that is due at the end of the semester. We'll talk about that a little later. And your discussion boards are really the heart of your participation grade. And so what you want to do is make sure you're doing all of the readings, but also you're listening to what others have to say about the readings so that you can interact on the discussion boards. What I'm expecting from the discussion boards, of course, and I will be reading those weekly myself, is that you interact more than just a yes or no question. The response. The way this class is, you will definitely get out of it what you put in it. And as a part of adult learning theory, I want all of you to think about your major, your professional experiences, and your personal reflections for whatever cultural group you're a member of as we do the discussion boards. Just to let you know, I welcome conflict, meaning healthy conflict. There'll be topics that come up and issues that come up, and I want to hear what you have to say. We don't have to agree with each other. You don't have to agree with me. But as part of this class, we will always be respectful of one another, and make sure also that your reflections are based upon even if it's your personal experiences as scholars, as we're all academic people, make sure that in some way what you have to say will be founded upon something in terms of the reading and research. And also, again, you can match that to your personal experiences. That is really the heart of the class. I'm excited about reading your responses to the discussion questions, looking at your conversations. Your participation grade will be much better if you're really engaging in discussions on the discussion board, again, as opposed to just a yes or no answer. I do understand everyone's time limitations, so it doesn't mean that I think you're going to be on the discussion boards for 3 and 4 hours. But again, that your comments and your questions reflect a true interest and understanding of what is going on. Those are the main comments that I have for you. Again, I'm going to check in every week, probably on Wednesday, and provide some really important announcements and pointers for you. So you'll want to go online and look at the announcements that I have. I'll also make comments on the discussion boards that you have, and it would be really good for you and interesting, although up to you, if within your reflection papers that you're able to talk a little bit about that. What were the interactions for the week? How did my commentary play into some of your thoughts on the literature and the readings? So I really look forward to meeting all of you virtually. Again, be sure to post your discussion, post discussions every week. Your first thing at hand, though, is to make sure you post your video introduction so that we can all see you, meet you, get to know you. You can let us know things like where you're from. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, by the way, so I'm always going to be a Southern person, as my former students know. You can let us know about some of your professional life. And if you're going anywhere cool this summer, we don't mind you telling us about that as well. Most importantly, at some point or even on the discussion board, I'd love to hear what you plan to get from this class. The word disparities means difference, and difference is not always negative. Throughout this class, we're going to look at some of the public health issues around differences, but you'll also have an opportunity to consider and think about what are some solutions to some issues around differences, and also what are some strengths that all of us, all the different cultures that we all represent, because we're all a part of culture, and you'll learn that in the first week. And what are those strengths that we bring to our situations based on work culture, geography, where you're from in terms of culture, potentially race and ethnicity, sexual orientation, gender, religion. What are all these different things that are part of who we are that makes up real culture? So I look forward to meeting you all online. Please do not hesitate to contact me via email if you have any questions or concerns at all. I will be online with you. See you on Monday.